Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I go by the Blue Light Oracle, and in today's reading, doing a reading in regards to a message from the Angelic Realm. What message or what hidden information is available to you now that the angels want to send through to you? So we're going to do four piles. Feeling this one. Okay, so let's see what you've got today. So for pile number 1, you have satisfied on the light attribute and disappointed on the shadow attribute. For pile number 2, you have vulnerable on the shadow attribute and astonished on the light attribute. For pile number 3, you have nurture on the light and discourage on the shadow. And for pile number 4, you have impulsive on the light attribute and cautious on the shadow. Okay, so I have already pre-selected the gems, so we'll have a look at these as well. Hopefully you can see. So for pile number 1, you have the tiger's eye. For pile number 2, you have the Aventurine. For pile number 3, you have the Phantom Amethyst. And for pile number 4, you have the Botswana Agate. Okay, so take your time. Down below will be the links to your particular readings, whichever pile calls to you. Take some time though to go through that. What I'll do is I will clear this and go into the shuffling process next if you want to stick around for that. Otherwise, you can jump straight to your video. Hello everyone, welcome to the shuffling portion of the video. So I'm just going to shuffle some cards to see what the Angelic Realm has for you. What information, what message? Okay. This is a very interesting reading because I wasn't too sure today what type of reading I'd be doing, and Archangel Michael came through stronger than usual, and I thought to honor his presence was a good idea to get a message out to the collective in regards to, sorry, not in regards, but a message from the Angelic Realm. Okay, so what message do the angels or the Angelic Realm have for the piles today? I'm also burning an incense stick of frankincense, and it smells really good. And I know the crystals were quite small today. I just wanted something a little bit different from the usual ones I use. I do have a lot of little ones. Okay, so can we please get some information for the collective? Oh, I'm feeling these two for sure for this pile. Okay, and last cards. What message do we have for the collective from the Angelic Realm? Quite like this deck. This is the Real Talk. And I feel like the angels do give us real messages there. They don't you know, play around too much with the messages. They're quite clear. Okay. So that concludes the shuffling portion of the video. Very interesting also with the cards that came out to the pre-selected gems or stones that I had already picked for each pile. And also one of each element in this particular deck. So this is the Ancestor Wisdom, Aboriginal Ancestral Wisdom Tarot. Sorry, not tarot, Oracle cards. And they have 4 different environments, I want to say. It feels like more environments than necessarily elements. Cool. So we have here saltwater, forest, or I think it's rainforest. And here is fresh water. And then this one here at the end is desert. And one of each came up today in each pile. Also, I just realized angel number 22. So there you go. Alright, thank you for being here, everyone. Feel free to go below and jump straight to your piles and enjoy your reading. Hello, pile number 1. So today you have chosen the Tiger's Eye. Again, I'll just give you a little look. There you go, got a little bit of the shimmer. This is the red Tiger's Eye specifically, I guess. There are different colored tiger's eyes. And you've also chosen the Satisfied and Disappointed card here. So we'll have a look how this fits into your reading today. Okay. So you have Great Teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Very interesting. This is interesting because I saw this card when I pulled out the cards when I was preparing before I did the shuffling process, and I saw it and I was like, I wonder if this is going to come into play today, because it was just like, you know, you pick up your cards and I could see a bit of the card at the bottom, and this was it, and I shuffled. So yeah, you've got this is reversed. So upright, it's sensitivity and strength, tapping the forces within. Very nice with this card as well. It is reversed, so I'll keep it reversed and we'll see how this plays into your reading. You also have Horus with Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. I feel like this might be a big shift for you. This message might maybe certain events are occurring in the background or in your world, in your life, that will mean quite a big change, a good change, positive change, but a change nonetheless. Okay, you also have vulnerability. The message on this card is this is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense of that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. So very interesting, especially right next to sensitivity and strength, showing the soft side and the hard exterior, let's say, the soft and into hard exterior. And this is talking about opening up. This is why this big shift, I guess, depends on your perception. So a big life change, depending on the person, it might be a similar event, let's say, but depending on your individual perception, it can be seen as like a negative or positive. It feels like it's for the best. However, depending on who you are and how you feel, will be how you perceive this situation or change. You also have trust, which is very good because it does feel like just trust this process. It's almost like you can relax and you will know exactly when to take that next step, that next stride. Okay, let's have a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Seven of Swords. You have the Judgment card. This is an interesting Judgment card. It's almost like modern day reading comments or something like that on a photo or on a video. It might not even be your video. It's just sometimes you scroll through the comments and you see certain messages and things like that. You also have the One of Earth or the Ace of Pentacles. The message here says a windfall of abundance, wise counsel, or good fortune, an exciting career opportunity, a lucrative contract, significant purchases like a home or vehicle. And you also have the King of Air or Swords, intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic. Receiving wise advice, which is interesting because this is talking about a windfall of abundance, wise counsel, or good fortune. And when I was reading it, it did feel like wise counsel or new information is going to come to light. Maybe even old information is going to be brought back up, if this makes sense. Like something from the past being shedded, not shedded, but light being shed on that aspect. So receiving wise advice, remaining objective and fair-minded, public speaking, that does tie into the great teacher, communicate clearly, unemotional relationship, or being emotionally unavailable. So what do I see for you, pile number one? Straight away, I wanted to touch on this of being reversed, because reverse touches on a sensitive soul needing to tap into that strength, needing to start working with their soul power, let's say. And right at the end of this, description of the card, it says, no matter how sensitive you are, you now have the power to realize the unlimited strength of your soul. And it's showing that just because you might be a sensitive person doesn't mean it's a weakness. You can actually use this in your strength, and it is your strength. It is your power. It is your force, I want to say. Tapping into this will help with whatever is coming up for you in the future. It does feel like something's coming through, maybe information, and that's where you can start tapping into your knowledge, your it's almost like teaching your emotions. If this, hopefully this makes sense. It's like, you know, what you've been through can be what you learn from, is what you learn from, because that's how we learn, is from challenges, is from observations. And now it's a time to pay it forward, let's say, or even step into your own power so that you are this teacher without actually physically going out and teaching. Again, these two here with wise counsel, receiving advice, it does feel like the angelic realm has, let's say, a delivery of information for you. And it's going to help you, instead of getting into this kind of, when the judgment, it, like normally the judgment card's about coming to a eureka moment. And I feel like that is exactly what this is about, but also it touches into feelings from, you know, people that may not even be in your life physically. It's just like gossip, words being talked, some kind of deception here, especially with the Seven of Swords, because she's stealing one of the knives, I guess. Well, she's thinking about it. She hasn't put it in her bag yet, but she's kind of looking around to see who's watching. There might have been a situation from the past. It keeps touching on that. Something from the past that's coming up, or something from the past that can be brought into the light. Maybe it's shadow work. I'm not too sure exactly. It's going to be individual for everyone, of course. But something being brought into light and using that energy that might have made you feel vulnerable or in your mind sensitive or weak, and turning that into a strength. It doesn't have, strength doesn't have to be fighting or your physical prowess. It can be strength of intellect, strength of emotion, strength of mind, especially here with the king. It's interesting because it feels like with the satisfied card, you're just trying to understand yourself and how you move through the world and how other people move through the world. But once you acknowledge this, because you might be a physically strong person and very, like, you know, tough. This isn't necessarily everybody watching this now, but you might be strong. But if you don't tap into your sensitive side, that can be a block for you as well. And that might be a shift and change. And so that's why at the start of this, I was like, this is going to be all about perception with whatever information the Angelic Realm are trying to bring through. Two different people with the same kind of shift and change can have very opposing perceptions of how this works for them, or if this is perceived as a good or, you know, quote unquote bad thing. But especially coming up to the new moon in Pisces, because it is also a super new moon, it's like, what have you really been working on? Because I feel like this can be like an addition to that. If you have placements in Pisces as well, this might be a good time to think about what do you want to bring into your life. It does feel like trust the process. Your angels, your angel guides, and the Angelic Realm has your back. I want to say they can kind of see where you're going, what you've been through maybe long ago in the past, and how you've used that to improve or progress through your life. And now something else is going to shift and change, and it might feel a bit like you're on shaky ground, I want to say, but it's going to be a blessing and a like a new refreshed you, I want to say, like a new revitalization. But it really is really strong with what maybe you thought or perceived as a weakness in the past is now your strength. And it's such a strong strength that it's going to maybe even shock you or surprise you a little bit. Definitely does feel like a spiritual read, especially here. But with spirituality, it's not just the spiritual side, there's also the emotional and logical as well as physical world as part of the spirituality. Spiritual aspects of life isn't the just one thing. It's like the middle, and then it branches out to everywhere. And I feel like this is how it's like something, a new connection, a new branch is reaching out to, which does feel like more on the emotional, personal connections, relationships, and with self and others. But here, it's like a new beginning. It's a new beginning to prosperity, a new beginning to a new way of living, feeling, and thinking, or connections, relationships, work relationships, that kind of thing. Something that's shifting from potentially, feeling vulnerable, or like, this is the thing with vulnerability. It's like when this was vulnerable, it feels harsh, but when this is your choice to open up and let yourself be vulnerable, it's more empowering, I want to say, instead of giving the power to others that make you feel vulnerable. It's like, no, I'm opening myself up because this is my choice, and I'm not letting, insecurities hold me back. But yeah, something you already have coming to light, information. It does feel like it's kind of like a, let's say, two-pronged attack in a way. Not so much an attack, but two-pronged thing. It's like a information coming through that's going to assist in some way to help you change, and then from there you're the person that uses that energy, to your own energy that you've always had within you, to improve and get into a better place within your life. That new beginning, that power of thought, the one that understands who they are. And again, I just want to touch on the cosmic gateway, just that opening up. The card usually talks about opening up a gateway to put your intentions in and getting it back tenfold, or double, whatever, or getting it back, putting in gratitude and getting back abundance or something like that. So that's why it's just touched on the new moon in Pisces coming up. If you want to, do anything for that, burn, or, intend for things to come into your life after releasing things that no longer serve you, that could be an opportunity for you to manifest what you really want in your life. And that's exactly what I see in your reading today. So thank you very much for being here. If you've enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any content. Otherwise, please take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile number 2. So today you have chosen the Aventurine. Let's just move this one. Along with the Astonished and Vulnerable card. So we'll see how this plays into your reading today. Okay. So you have set your sights higher with Stargazer. You also have connections with partnership, contract, and commitments. A lot of green energy here with the Aventurine, this card here, which is the element of forest or rainforest, and then just this little green gem here. So you got magic manifestation. Your dreams, vision, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. It's so interesting right next to this card, because it feels like that what you're manifesting or what you're trying to bring in, you can get more of, or you'll get that and then some. So it might be surprising, like in a good way. The astonished, the little figure here is like shocked, but in a positive sense. You also have fun. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly? Something totally unlike you? Something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. Okay, and you also have abundance. Very nice, coming through. Yeah, this is very clear with, you know what? Don't just settle for good, settle for the best, or strive for the best. It doesn't mean you get the best immediately. It's more of a step towards that. It's not like there's a pit stop here and that's enough. It's more like, this is a milestone and I'm setting my sights higher. Because you're going to manifest it and get what you are looking for. It may also involve other people. So you have the Knight of Cups. Very cool. You have the Four of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Water with the need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, leaving home. Also, the Archangel here is Jamiriel. And you have the Page of Swords, or Page of Air. Logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt. An exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents very carefully. It's really interesting with the 8 because it does feel like there's a shift or a change either in your location, person, connections, work, something like that. But it's not like, even though this is talking about leaving and it's like a sad thing, there will be that, but it does feel like it's for the best. It's like leaving but going with, you know, what you enjoy. This is a very carefree kind of image for the Knight of Cups, but he always feels like, you know, he's learning his emotions. He's learning how to, you know, express himself. And then he's also expressing himself in the way that he feels. So it's like that middle and end part of that. It's the actual process of doing it. And you've got the Four of Pentacles, which is just an interesting image. It's like guarding what you have, keeping safe what you've got. And I feel like this is very important. Like, it's a good thing. It's not in a negative way. This is all, honestly, it's all very, very, very positive. But it is protecting what's yours, whether that's physical or even self-honoring, I want to say. Will this open you up and, you know, have to open yourself to vulnerabilities? Absolutely. But you deserve the best. You deserve what you're going for and more. And you can create this. This is kind of almost a theme in a way, but again, with magic manifestation, I do want to say, if you are looking at bringing in something new or working on something, there is the new moon in Pisces coming up. So maybe that is something you want to do a ritual, or, you know, whatever feels right for you. It is a super moon and it's a new moon and it's in Pisces, which is all about ideas and, you know, grand kind of looking at everything and thinking bigger, especially with the set your sights higher, bigger. And this can be a good thing. This can be bringing in more excitement, more fun, more blessings into your life. Even abundance can be just more time to do what you like, more time with friends and family, more time with your children, more time with your grandchildren, you know, whatever feels right for you in your life now. Doesn't have to be anything necessarily with people, but it can be with a connection with yourself. I do like the contracts though, and talking about read carefully. If you are looking at moving to, let's say, a new home or a new job, make sure you're getting exactly what you deserve. So with your set your sights higher, if you are being offered a job, is it a fair, or do you feel like it's a fair wage to what you deserve? Or are you getting paid for the amount, like, are you getting a fair wage for the amount of effort and work you're putting in? It can't be like that. It's just a review. It doesn't mean you leave the job. It means you ask for what's fair, what's right for you. And this can also be in connections as well, talking about partnership, talking about commitment. Are you feeling heard? Are you feeling honored? Or are you honoring yourself in these connections? It could be like, if it's an interpersonal connection, you know, you and yourself, are you honoring yourself as well? Because whatever that Angelic Realm are kind of trying to bring through, it is definitely something you already have. It's something that, you know, that not that you already have, like the abundance, you already got it. It's more like you have the skills, you have the brain, you have the mindset to really start working and pushing and going towards what feels the best for you. What's your heart calling, I want to say. I feel like I've been saying that a few readings in the past as well, because I did a heart reading last time, and it does feel like it's touching on that a little bit as well. So if you haven't watched that, feel free to go back and watch that if that calls to you. But yeah, it feels like here, like an emotional change of mind, change of thoughts, change of feelings, and it's about protecting what is rightfully yours, I want to say. But yeah, especially with the Astonish, I do feel like this you might, look at doing, this is just work related if this is for you. It's like you want to start working here and you're kind of going here to get there. Why not go straight there? You might be surprised. You might be surprised that you can get there and learn. You might know some stuff, you don't know everything, but you can learn on the job. You can learn that skill, that level by, it doesn't hurt to just apply. Like if you don't apply, you're not going to get it 100%. If you do apply, there is a potential to get that. And if you don't get it, then you can at least get feedback on what you need to work on to improve, because maybe here isn't really exactly what's best, but they might see your personality, they might see your, what you have to offer, and even have something else in mind. But it does feel like an exciting time. It does feel like there's more to be had from this life. There's more excitement, there's more opportunities to have in this life, experiences, I want to say, in this life. And the Angelic Realm are really saying, this is your time to decide which path you want to take, or which steps you want to take to get to this result, to get to this milestone, to get to the next big leap. And it's filled with possibilities and good things coming in, like happiness, sunshine, abundance, and having fun right under each other, like right next to each other, right beneath each other is like, it's really important. And right in the center of your reading, it's like the whole point of this life, I want to say. Abundance, fun, your connections, what you create, where you go, how you feel. And it's okay to dream big, I want to say. Dream big. It's okay to make those steps, those changes, that improvement. Because while he's got all these cups and he's moving, he's taking what's important to him. He's got his emotions. He's got his Ace of Cups. Let's say the new place to be, new level to go in. Your life story. Yeah, it's exciting new changes, especially with the butterflies here. New shifts, new changes. But that's exactly what I see in your reading today. So thank you very much for being here. If you've enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any content. Otherwise, take care of yourself, enjoy this, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, pile number 3. So today you've chosen the Amethyst. So this is the Phantom Amethyst. Oh, let's move that one. And you've chosen the Nurture card, and the shadow attribute is the Discourage. So we'll see how this plays into your reading today. So let's see what the Angelic Realm message they have for you. So you have the Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. You also have past life guides with karmic lessons, present assistance. This is interesting because it did come out reverse, so I'm going to take a look at the book once I've got all the cards out and just see how this plays in. You also have Bridget with inner strength. Move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. This feels very personal and deep, especially right next to the move beyond ancestral patterns, like family related, and we've got past life guides. It just feels very historic. They're dressed here like from the past. They're from before today. But far back, maybe even older, maybe even more ancient. You have love. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be beautiful emotion, It is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Okay. You also have new beginnings. This is so cool. Straight away, it does feel like if I was giving like a really like bam bam read, I would say it looks like something from your past, family history that can be released. Look at it from a perspective of love and care. There's some karma that can be released. You deserve better. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you are a strong individual and start that new journey. That's literally what it feels like straight away. And I feel like for some people, that's all they need to hear. Bam, gone. But we'll have a look at all your cards, of course, and I'll have a look how this plays in. So these are your tarot cards today. You have the Two of Cups right next to love. This is actually really cute. You also have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's going to take effort. It's going to take effort to move beyond this and through this. You have the Knight of Air, decisive, focused, driven, defensive. Events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your options carefully. And finishing off your reading, you have the Seven of Pentacles with Archangel Gabriel, or Gabriel. Seeds well planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future, the need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future, unnecessary worry. So what do I see for you, pile number 3? I do feel like even with the Phantom Amethyst, it does feel like, because the word phantom, it's like something from the past life guides really does shine a message on past not having to be, the pains from the past, whether this is in regards to family or something even more beyond that. Like, and Angelic Realm is talking about something deep-seated, can be released, can be worked through, can be burnt away. This feels like, this flame is like there to burn away worries, burn away stress, and show your inner light and your inner soul light. The past doesn't have to be your future. You can have those love of self and love of others, love in your life, this doesn't have to be romantic, but just love of life, love of emotions and feelings. And it will take work. It'll take like discussion, understanding. It'll take time. And that's okay, because once you've got that, you can work towards that. It will take time, and it's going to be, it's going to be something that you put your effort and invest time into instead of burning energy. It feels like here, this is old energy. You are a nurturer. You are like a healer or a light worker, I want to say. Like, you can work your light for yourself as much as you do for others and family and friends and, other people in your life. But when you've got that new step, that you've decided what you want to do, go for it. Take that charge forward kind of feeling with the Knight facing the new beginning card. It's like a new dawn of a new day. And you deserve it. It does feel like you deserve it. It's going to take effort and work and take time, but if it's something that is of value and worth if you feel internally that you're worth it, then you're worth it. Nothing in life, I feel like saying nothing in life is easy. These challenges that come up, they're to help you learn, release as well, and start anew. Like, they're there for you to create, destroy, and also sustain what you want to keep. It does feel like those kind of that kind of trinity of, destroyer, creator, and sustainer. And so review and reflect, what is causing you this kind of issue, because it doesn't feel like you deserve to feel this way. Not that I feel like no one deserves to feel that way, right? But you really don't have to, and can start, you know, stepping towards your dreams or what you want to be, or how you want to feel, how you want to think and feel, or what you deserve. Because maybe something here is pulling you out of yourself, because it's talking about move back to wholeness, move back to your goodness inside. Don't let past conditionings, past events, people, family, exes, whatever's related to you or feels right to you, don't give the past the power today, is what I want to say, in your present day. It's really exciting because it does feel like it's doing what you love, connecting with who you love, and connecting with the right people. So this does feel really good. Like these, the love card right next to the Two of Cups. It's interesting because while this feels like the, let's say, the dream or the goal, these two like coupling up, but these two are the ones in color. So it's okay to, you know, step towards the future. It's okay to put yourself back out there, whether that's communicating with your current partner, or you know, about what's emotionally important to you, or starting to go on a date, or, you know, putting yourself back out there. Just because something's happened in the past doesn't mean it has to control your life now, and also it doesn't have to muddy or dirty your future, because there's new opportunities coming up for sure. And the Angelic Realm really just coming through. There's this three business coming through, like three. There's three people here, three. It feels important somehow. I'm trying to see how, but 333 seems important. And it is from the Angelic Realm, so, you know, angel numbers do feel like an easy way for them to communicate something through. So maybe that's a message that you want to look up, or a number that may be important to you. That's just for some of you, of course. But yeah, I feel like once this is released, it's going to be like she can feel there's like music, there's birds flying away. This is just like she is getting back to her wholeness in this card. When I say she, it doesn't have to necessarily be specific gender. It's just the images on the card, of course. But it does feel like coming back to your center and really living what's true to you, what's true to your, not just how you want to be, but actually what's true within you, and letting that shine. So it does feel like new things are coming through. There's new opportunities. Will you take it? It's really up to you. What is important that you want to shift and change? And even if it's not as big as this, like a big step forward, it can be just a small step, and then you can review there, and the next step and review there. There's no right or wrong or rush in this. This is just an opportunity that I feel like the Angelic Realm really wanted to bring through to you today, pile number 3. And of course it will take effort and time, and that's okay. Because it's a new beginning, and it's not about the end result, it's about the journey to get there. But yeah, you're a caring person, so look inwards and start caring for yourself as well. Oh, also this card is number 3. Okay, so there you go, lots of 3s. But that's exactly what I see in your reading today. So thank you very much for being here. If you've enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any content. Otherwise, take care of yourself, look after yourself here especially, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, part number 4. So you have chosen the Botswana Agate. Oh, just move this one. And you've also chosen the light attribute of Impulsive card and the caution on the shadow attribute. This is also a message from the Angelic Realm, and we've got card 22, so it's an angel number as well. So we'll see how this plays into your reading today. Okay, I'm kind of excited about this because what is this impulsive? What is this impulsion? Oh, you have the Sun card. Enjoy success and happiness. Very nice. Oh, okay, you also have the attachment card. This is reversed, so it's very interesting. I know this card well. Longing and desperation. This is, when it's reversed, it talks about releasing and finally not trying to reach for that goal that may not actually be important, that goal that's keeping you stuck. this is what this is about. It's like something that you've tried to go for and realize now that this actually isn't important and not worth my life force or energy anymore. So I'm going to release it and get myself unstuck so I can move towards what brings me joy and success and happiness. So very nice. You have Kuan Yin with care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. You've got synchronicities. You are noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending you at this time. People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. Maybe it was to get unstuck. You've noticed you're like, this makes sense why this kind of, maybe a person that was always in your life, but they've said something that is kind of like clicked in your mind and you're like, you're right. Or, a new person coming through and just mentioning something, you're like, that's interesting. You say that because it relates to something. These are messages being sent to you from your guides and potentially from the Angelic Realm. Ooh. This card doesn't come out often, so it's really nice. But you've got purity. Does feel like cleansing in some sense, but also with purity, it does feel like something that is like fresh and evolved in some way. Purifying, you're washing your hand, when you wash your hands, you're cleansing your hands. This is like cleansing an aspect of your soul, life, or emotions, or feelings. This would be cleansing to stop reaching for this goal that didn't serve your highest good, or even maybe not reaching for this particular one, but moving in a different direction, just altering your path slightly in a way that's self-fulfilling in a way, like brings wealth of emotional happiness, I want to say. Okay, so you have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'm just reading this because this is about planning and then going. So he's talking about meet me at 2. I have good news. Oh, so this is interesting. Some kind of like the Angelic Realm are kind of giving you this information. You're going to get some kind of blessing, I want to say, that's going to bring you joy. You also have the World. Yeah, it does. It's so interesting because it does feel like you've been reaching for this goal. So maybe you've got it in a different way, or you're getting it without letting yourself become stuck and feel suffocated, I want to say. You have the 5 of Water. The message here, also Shamuel coming through, which feels like it's always, it kind of deals with like the heart space, I feel. For me personally, when I work with Shamuel, it's about the heart space. So it says here, focusing on the negative, things not turning out the way you anticipated, forgiveness of the self or others, everything happens for a reason, look for hidden blessings. Yeah, as long as you're learning from past transgressions or things that have occurred, events, then you are growing, you are moving forward. Take that as the win, I guess, in anything that occurs in life. Another 5. So you have the 5 of Earth with Sandalphon, which is interesting because I am, she looks upset, and the song playing when Sandalphon's kind of connected with music a lot of the time, definitely works with, if you're a musician, work with Sandalphon if you feel called to. But the song is called Don't Cry, and she looks, you're protected. You're, for whatever you've been through in the past, whatever caused you to be emotionally and kind of stuck physically even, in a sense. So I'll read the card. So it's got negative thoughts manifesting into real challenges, fears surrounding money, reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for becoming self-employed. So what exactly do I see for you, pile number 4? I do want to read a little bit of this Kuan Yin because I feel like it's important. Because first of all, they're talking about acknowledging all the service and commitment you have offered to others. So they're just letting you know that they see, or the angels are seeing you for who you are. They're seeing the work you're doing. You're not being you're being thanked, let's say, by the angelic realm. It says here, you are all love. If you are finding it difficult with anyone at this moment, the best way you can move forward is to go beyond wanting to understand why or how they are the way they are. Just move beyond their behavior, mistakes, and challenges. This card brings a message of friendship and care, helping you see that those around you do have the best intentions, even if it doesn't always seem that way. Move into compassion and develop a greater understanding. This will elevate your spirit and connection to love. So I'm looking at the Impulsive card. It's like, what has worked and what hasn't with Impulse? Because we want to move forward, of course, but if it's like we're reaching for a 10, like I'm not talking about a person or anything like that, but we're reaching for, let's say, step number 10 on a ladder, it's going to be harder than going to step 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? So this could be just a review. It doesn't have to be you drop out of your goal setting or what you want. It's just a review. The Purity card is interesting because it literally just says straight away, whatever happened in the past has happened. It doesn't have to be your future. Also, an event or situations are going to come up, or blessings, especially with synchronicity, that are going to be like a refresh and a renew without necessarily too much effort, because here it's talking about releasing yourself. So the effort was struggling in this web, or in this entanglement, this situation, this person, this event, this thing. And slowing down, reflecting, but not getting stuck there. Also, we've got 5-5 again. So you're getting a lot of 2-2, 5-5. You've got another 2 here as well. There's a lot of synchronicity with numbers. 5-5, 2, 2-2. That feels important, especially when we're doing an Angelic Realm reading and these are angelic or angel numbers. But yeah, slowing down, taking those, noticing those synchronicities, or noticing those events or people or signs that come into your life, knowing that you are going to get this success and happiness, especially being right here at the start of the reading and then right at the end. There's success in each step, I want to say, success in each step. And you will see this blessing. It's going to come in a way that maybe is unexpected. Even it might be impulsive. Maybe the angels are kind of being a little bit impulsive with how they're going to bring it in. It's going to be surprising, I want to say. But don't let the past, especially here with purity, again, muddy the future. I say again because I felt like I've said this in another reading. So maybe if you're drawn to a different path as well, you might want to check that out. I feel like slowing down, planning will help you get to an understanding where you can move forward. I like all the hands here. It's like the world is your, it's not just yours, but it's also everyone else's, but it's yours to improve, to work on, and to, connect with, I guess, in your life, helping the planet and also helping yourself at the same time. It's like a symbiotic relationship where one helps the other, but also overall everyone improves and gets better, and it's helpful for everyone. But yeah, what is the hidden thing that the angels are going to bring in? It's going to be either people, signs, situations, events, and it's for you to notice. And it's going to be something that will keep you, get you out of the stuck feeling. Because this is the past, and when it's reversed, it's talking about releasing yourself and starting to move forward, refresh, renew approach, plan, and then moving forward and getting that first step to successful, to happiness, to joy, to like abundance with the sun. I just want to say, focus on good, positive things. Like, yes, I'm not saying ignore the negative or difficult or challenges. Feel it, look at it, but don't relive it, is what I want to say. And I feel like that's the real message of this. Sometimes taking like using your impulses and taking time, like the shadow and the light, I feel like can be light and shadow in different situations. They're both, you can kind of work with both, I want to say. Plan, move forward, that's really the end result, but that's the main message as well. It's about clearing the space and doing what's right, because here it does feel like you've had to deal with some kind of like, if this is definitely for you, it's like a difficult ex or a difficult, you know, person in your life or friend that's maybe not, you know, the connection's not how it used to be. So it's kind of reviewing it and doing what's right without us butting heads, let's say. Doing what's best for your happiness, because you no longer have to be stuck there. And that's exactly what I see in your reading. So thank you very much for being here. If you have enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any content. Otherwise, take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next reading.